What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today, we talking about Quan Alexander. Yes, we just signed him, and yes, he was at Steelers practice, and you know I'm excited to talk about this guy right here. So, make sure I hit that like button on the front end, and if you're new to the channel, well, hello, welcome to the party, alright? Subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out on this content that is going to be dropping, as y'all already know, baby. That's Quan right there. We'll play it in full speed. Then after that, we're going to break this thing down. We got us a running hit guy. Y'all know I love this one. Alrighty. So, man, when we first talk about Quan right here, love the pre-snap communication. You see, a lot of the times when you watch him on tape, in that Jets defense, he was the one that was doing a lot of the communication from a coverage standpoint and setting the defense standpoint. Love that about him, man. But you see him right here, and the thing that I love is this, man. So he takes care of the first part, which is the coverage. All right, got that communication. Now he's transitioning. What does he see? Two backs. So what do we know about two backs? Anytime you have two backs, man, this gentleman right here, the fullback, is a beacon for information. A lot of times he's going to take you to the ball, so you want to key him. And on this particular play, what does he do? Steps front side, right? So for Quan, he now knows that, hey, I got to get ready for this backside A gap. But what does the fullback start to do? Belly back. So now Quan understands if this fullback is coming back, that means it's an extra blocker. So now I have to rock back. And that's why you have him right here putting a foot in the ground. And even though this offensive lineman does have leverage, Quan's body position and understanding of his assignment puts him in perfect position to sidestep this, dip the shoulder, and now he's clear. Now we're mano a mano in the alley, right? Go make a play. This is where the athleticism takes over. Goes and shoots the gun. Beautiful job getting the ball carrier in the ground. Everybody else runs and joins the party. But excellent play. That is Quan Alexander, baby. Smarts, pre-snap communication, athleticism, and playmaking ability, baby. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But you know I got more, so don't touch that dial. All right, now in this play, we're going to get a chance to see Quan reading and reacting. And once again, having to get to the ball carrier, but from a different alignment, right? So right here, little pre-snap motion. Play it in full speed. Don't let me get messed up over here. Ooh, hello. All right, now let me talk about this thing, all right? Come on, man, I got to show you the play before I teach you to play or talk about it, right? But the thing is this, man, once again, 21 personnel or two backs, right? Running back, fullback. Mark that up for you. 1, 2, running back, fullback, tight end. That's why it's 21 personnel, all right? But from there, once again, we know a lot of information is with fullbacks. They're going to take it to the ball. So we're getting a little bit of a motion, you know, like he's going to the flat, or like it's going to be an outside influencing run. For Quan, he doesn't have to necessarily move pre-snap because of where he's aligned at. He's already in a 50, being out here, you know, in this here C gap. Okay, and this the gap I'm talking about for the C gap. It's right here. All right, that's all I'm referring to. But with that, he takes his initial step outside because what? Everything was feeling like fast flow, but he did it with patience. He didn't just take off and run out there. No, he popped his feet, shuffled slightly over there, but then he did what? He let this guy take him back to the ball. The information is there. He understands it, and that's why he doesn't have to take a ton of false steps or false movement. And now he gets back into this play. And here, I love that. On a tight end, slips him, comes through, makes a beautiful tackle right there. I mean, it's that type of stuff when you're talking about the savviness of him. That's savvy right there. When you're talking about pre-snap, understanding the pros and cons of a defense. All right. Are they going to try to beat me outside? Let me go ahead and cheat my alignment, or not cheat my alignment, but let me make sure I'm positioned in a way where I won't get beat to the flat. All right, ball comes back inside. Man, let's go make a play. And CJ Mosley, 5'7". Look out. It'd be like that sometimes, baby. It'd be like that. But you know I got more. So definitely stick with me, man. Stick with me, all right? Now, one of the things that we were missing in definitely needed a lot more of it was splash production from that inside linebacker group. And what am I referring to? Tackles for loss, forced fumbles, interceptions. We didn't have a ton of splash, even sacks being created by our inside linebackers last year. And I think that the way that we revamped this inside linebacker group is a reflection of, us wanting more of that in terms of production, in terms of splash plays. And right here, Quan is one of those guys that delivers splash on a consistent basis and has done that throughout his career. But here he is right here, man. We'll play it in full speed. Just watch him getting after it, man. Making a play behind the line of scrimmage, man. Love to see this right here. Love to see this. Get excited, man. I want to see the passion in you. Yes, indeed. All right. But what do we got right here, man? 22 personnel. All right. 1, 2 running backs, and then we got 1, 2 tight ends over here, okay? So with that being the case, for the Jets, man, they went with a little bit, actually they didn't spice it up and go big body personnel. They stuck with it, man. 4 down, staying out that nickel, walk the safety up. All right, respect. But for Quan right here, a little bit different action, right? Now he's on the backside with the motion going away, formation looking like it's into the boundary, 4 strong, 1, 2, 3, 4 eligible receivers over here. So for him pre-snap, he's thinking, I got the first thing coming back. I don't have to be in a rush because there's nothing over here. So ball snaps, what do we get though? Cheats over just a little bit, but now right away he sees what? Man, I got fast flow. I got this running back running option style or pitch relation as a defender. So for Quan, he understands that. He knows his assignment. All right, the outside man is going to be the force player, is going to force the pitch. Now I got to go over here and go get this ball carrier. And this is what the offense wants, man. You're trying to get one-on-one, running back on linebacker with, nothing but grass and space, and try to say my athlete is better than your athlete. But in this scenario, that's not the case because Quan is a great athlete in space. And as you can see right there, he eats up the grass, does not wait for the running back to get his shoulder square and start coming downhill. He attacks the play and ultimately forces the action to get that beautiful TFL right there. Just an excellent job by him, man. Pre-snap, understanding pros and cons of the defense, and then taking what the information is being put out there, understanding it, and then shooting his gun, going to make a play. I love the excitement at the end of it too, man. When you make a play, man, as a defender, we feed off of that right there, man. When I see my teammates get excited, I get excited. And that's what you get from Quan. But now that I think about it, I've talked about him, beating a block regular, beating a block with some smarts, getting a TFL. We got to see him in coverage though, all right? So here we go. All right, well, now it's time to watch Quan in coverage right here. So, without further ado, that's him. Play it in full speed. After that, we'll talk about it. All right, well, first off, man, I'm a football nerd. I love watching tape. I love just talking the game. So before we even get to Quan, can we just talk about when you got a Sauce Gardner on the back, how you're able to lock this cover 6 and get an extra defender to the front side because you don't need any help on the back side? This is beautiful right here. So ladies and gentlemen, the way this coverage works, man, is cover 6. He's a quarter defender, he's a deep 1/4 defender. Yeah, quarters coverage. All right. So he has this 4th. He would have this 4th. And typically this safety would have this half down here. Okay. So typically this safety would be responsible for all of this area in this corner. Ultimately will be a squat corner, right? Reroute. Now he'll be locked on the back off of 2. He's off of 3. That's typically how it would work, right? Now in this scenario, because they have Sauce on the background, they simply said this, man, Sauce, you lock this is your guy. Now safety, you get eyes on the front side and you're essentially an extra defender over there. And then they sync off CJ Mosley, man. This is clean how they zone this thing up, man, and ultimately get that extra guy over there. I definitely like that. But now back to the guy that we got to talk about, right? Quan, okay? So with Quan right here, he understands a couple of things pre-snap. Cut split by X. And what do I mean? this number one receiver is inside the numbers. That's information. Why is he in there? What are we getting? Is he trying to, you know, run a bursting route across the field? Is he trying to get space for a corner route? Maybe we don't concern ourselves with all of that. But for Quan, cut split by number one receiver with back offset screams pick will route. And what is the pick will route? Is this and that. As the linebacker right here, that is your biggest concern when you get a cut split by number one, all right? Because if he picks him right here, and we see it all the time, referees barely call it. If they do, great, but if not, this running back is running free, and this is an easy throw, ultimately touchdown. It's a high percentage red zone play when you talk about getting in the condensed area with cut split by number one. So for Quan, he understands that, and with him understanding that, this is what he does. He cheats it. He's about to, you seen it right here. Let me talk about that again real quick, man. All right. I realized I had that thing full speed. I thought I had it in slow-mo. My bad. But he's already cheated up a little bit because he's trying to figure out, do I want to walk up on this and beat it up? Or do I go over top? Now, since Sauce is pressed up here, now he's already probably going to decide, you know what, let me go behind it. And that is the approach he takes. If you notice here, right here, that step right there was I'm going to try to go over top because my guys pressed it. But because of the timing of everything, inside release by the running back as well, now he knows the pick will is not in play here. Once this running back steps inside, the pick will becomes null and void. So that's why he stepped out like he was going to run over top of these guys right here to avoid the collision. But now he redirects, eyes on his work, and now he knows the route's coming to him. And why is that? Because he has CJ as his other inside defender to help him out because of how they zoned it up right here. So for Quan, eyes up, be aggressive, go tackle the catch right here. Excellent job though, man. When you're talking about pre-snap, understanding what the offense is trying to do in terms of attacking you, understanding the alignment of of the running back and receivers relation. And then from there, man, being able to adjust on the fly. It did not turn into the pick will. Okay, cool. Put your foot in the ground, get back in here, make a play. And then ultimately tackle the catch. And that's what he does right here. But this is Quan Alexander, man. Excellent, well-rounded player who plays with great physicality. And ultimately, man, he's one of those guys that I do feel is going to help us out in a major way on the inside linebacker position. So, you guys let me know how you feel about Quan. You've seen the tape. Y'all know what he's capable of. And ultimately, what are your expectations for him this upcoming season? But either way, you know I appreciate you. And until next time, baby, peace.